you guys hear me? Can you unmute? Can you hear me? Okay. All right. Okay. Please send me the link. Then I share. Then we start. So I need some time.
I'm almost around first week. I'll begin the program and I'll
I get the time mixed up. I realize that you are 2 hours ahead instead of 1.
This song come up from Madam Sidra to Aminata Kamara from the United States of America. It is dedicated this song to one of the biggest organizations at the world, Weird. Yeah,
made a crack on the mix.
91 big boy Pekin.
It's your double tap, say the ball. Daily days, 091. Yellow flag TVs.
Hallelujah.
Come on. Weird organization. Don't come for every nation. Weird organization. Don't come for promote the nation. They know they mix my politics. They know they pass tribalism. They know they mix my politics. Yeah. They know they pass no tribalism.
This now we hard, duck and now we land. So la we all and fine. This now we hard, duck and now we land. So la we all and fine. Who know they back kapu kapu? We had no mix bag bamu bamu. We know they back kapu kapu. We had no mix bag bamu bamu. Go tell the brother sister them say we had don't come over.
We are now we are.
Tell them for we, tell them for me say we had don't come over.
We are now we are. We are the organization. Don't come for every nation. We are the organization. Don't come for promote the nation. They know they mix my politics. They know they pass tribalism. They know they mix my politics. Yeah. They know they pass no tribalism.
Big respect to the one who will make Weird team have strong one. Especially to you, by Bure Kablai from the north. And to you, Shenge Pierre from the south. And me Amina, happy birthday in advance to you, by Bure Kablai from the north. You celebrate your birthday January. Happy birthday in advance to you, Shenge Pierre from the south. You celebrate your birthday December. This organization, the 3 years, December 2022. We dey tell who members them all over the world, thank you. Yeah.
We are the organization. Don't come for every nation.
Welcome to the Salone at 60 national conversation. Well, actually, Salone on 63, but we started this conversation when Salone be 60. The main purpose of this conversation will be hopefully they get more frequently, but due to some technical reasons, will not be get as often as we would want. But the idea is now for make Salone people, ordinary Salone people, come up with begin for discuss some of the fundamental problems where they affect me, and begin for proper ideas and solutions on the way forward. And at 60, at 61, at 62, now we're 63 as a country, we say there is still no future, there is still no hope, and there's no clear direction, despite they talk about direction. So we, the ordinary Salone people, they want for begin for discuss how we for chart the way forward. Perhaps if we come up with the ideas, it will help them for no waiting for do, or if not, we can galvanize the ideas them into pressure group or ideas that we will use for organized people and demand a better society with a better vision. The plan was for come up with a vision for Salone and ideas will for achieve by 2061. The Terry Salone go 100 year, and some most of we, I'm sure most of some of we know go there, so we don't the old. but the younger one then some tenants have go there, but then go down old. We Salone go 100 years. But at least we as citizens, that we cannot seem to forget a plan, a vision for the country. So we as citizens can begin for trigger that national conversation. So this is why we are here. So welcome, all of you guys. And now hand over to we host today. We moderate the discussion. We thank we sister Mata Kargbo. We're a renowned journalist in Salone. We do work for Sky Radio and Salone, and also we work for some international press agency. But she's also involved as a lot of national debate and national conversation. So welcome with sister Mata Kargbo for taking from there. Thank you.
All
Mata.
right. Thank you very much to Karim and to the entire team for Salone at 60. Though we don't say we go get for the brand and change. Everybody, thank you very much. So we host them online, and the people that already participate in this conversation, we don't use Zoom for join the link. So if you watch when we are or TVS, make a member, you see the link for join winner Zoom also available so that you can able for take part from the program further. So anytime you watch reform, we welcome you to the Salone where we want national conversation, and this now for Mark Salone at 63 Independence Anniversary. This na online symposium and town hall meeting, and we topic na 63 years after practical solution for better Salone, solution for a better democracy and governance, solution for a better economy, and solution for a peaceful and united states. So the three important things them where we go talk about, we get for do with the country in development na governance and democracy, the economy, and peace and unity na the country. And now we are in TV Salone, they host this symposium and town hall meeting where they on Facebook and YouTube live now. And me where they host the conversation na Mata Kargbo. We panelists them na Alpha Kamara, we na journalist and communication specialist. We based na Washington DC. Alpha, good afternoon or good evening to Salone time, and welcome to this conversation.
Thank you, Mata. Good evening to everybody, especially my colleague on the panel, you the host and the organizers. A good to know.
Okay. Thank you and continue for stay with me. I also get Kelfala Lebbie, when international development professional in day out of Salone, and part of this conversation I want we panelists. And Kelfala, good afternoon and welcome to the program.
Hello, Mata. Hello, everybody. Glad for there, and they look forward to this conversation. Thank you.
Okay, and we last but not the least, panelist na Professor Saidu Bangura, when assistant professor na the University of Cape Verde, and join we in this conversation this afternoon. Professor, good afternoon and welcome.
Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for the good work. We all there for Global Rob Mott. We Salone matter. We want to make Salone go before.
Okay, thank you very much. All the gentlemen and Salone people we not in the country, but get very keen interest in the development of Salone. You self-way attend this conversation through Zoom, go get the opportunity for making contribution na the program, and you where they watch we on Facebook or YouTube can now make you comments or we go later bring with panelists them for respond to them comments there, so or contribution they will go make na any of the platform. And they now come to we panelists them where go look at how democracy and governance, the economy and the peaceful and United States don't they before independence, after independence, and till to now, after independence, till to now, and waiting at the solution for make it better than waiting it is so, or a better in a way that the country go prosper and people go always be happy for their so and contribute towards national development. They start with Kelfala Lebbie, when our international development experts. Kelfala, over to you for look at this topic. We not say it broad, but we get for discussion because I keep things the way important to the country.
Yeah, plenty thank you to you, Mata. And I think I want to start with the whole question of governance, because I happen for believe say all the other today will get on the agenda today, the economy, and national cohesion, united country, all them thing and they not to think that we're able to do anything with if we not address we fundamental governance issues. I happen for believe say the biggest problem we get at Salone now a governance problem. And if we not solve the governance problem, then nothing not go before. So I think in terms of the situation before and after independence and now, I think we all understand how we come out. We know say Salone they do relatively well as compared to plenty other countries them now part of the world before we gain independence, and even in the immediate aftermath of we independence, they do very, very well on plenty metrics them like we education, the economy, a safe society where people they live and prosper and men them picking them and do well. And we all understand say all that well at some point. Unfortunately, we get the civil war way happen, we destroy things even more. And after that, we don't see, I think, 3 or 4 elections after from where we get peace, the war officially end in 2002. About that time, the election that happened, the last term we get election last year, as controversial as it be, we still get an election. But I think the fundamental issue now that nothing not change in the country. Nothing not go before. If anything, we go behind. We don't see even as recently as last week the light situation. We say we all get some, but we get deep seated governance issues, and where we need for fix all the issues and they before or most of them before we begin talk about other things. Because within the happen now that the failure of the governance issue don't lead to failure in other places and don't lead to plenty damage when you talk about corruption, we talk about the education system, we talk about the way how we elect leaders in our Salone and or the how they elect themselves or give themselves power. All them and a big issue then we really want and again we need for fix then governance issue then they before we go able transition to or even begin consider say we will get a chance for address the other issue then where they affect we like the economy or that thing then because all they go together. You know means we get for fix the governance issue and get a certificate say oh we don't fix governance issue, we don't graduate now, we go fix our economy. No, but if we begin take care of the fundamental governance issue then we go able small for begin address all that thing then we the really monarch. I don't want to take plenty time. I know say this is not the first go around. But for how we do that, well, I think in dynamic we there. So I look forward to that conversation there. Thank you.
Okay, Mr. Lebbie, thank you. Sorry for my background. I think a neighbor did do some work because we fastly approach the rainy season. I come over to Professor for let himself share in your view on the same thing, how the situation on Salek before independence, after independence, up till this moment.
Thank you very much, Madam Moderator. I think if we talk about the situation of Sierra Leone, if this item, the first item in our governance and democracy, Sierra Leone was one of the luckiest, if I can use the word luckiest, in terms of the fact, say, during the colonial period, before we gained independence, it was like we had all the infrastructures, all the enablers of development, university, health facilities, education was now we key factor, and all the other areas that we consider in terms of development benchmarks, right? We at the time we can get independence, we're supposed to continue, and even before we get independence, let's say by 1954. We political elites already begin the training, because then Milty Magai became the chief minister, right? Which means that governance system was already being given to the local elites, call them that, or the national elite, right? And by the time we get independence, I mean, you can talk of all the other things that we talk about here, right? From education to industries, to health facilities and other areas, and even, for example, broadcasting and all the other things. And now we force now West Africa. But what I want really say here about democracy, they call them the Siamese, APC and SLPP, right? For una we probably be don't read some of my articles that were published. You go see, say, for me, APC and SLPP now one party. So we don't get this one party system because APC is a breakaway from SLPP. The founders of SLPP, now the one that we feel disgruntled and go from APC, right? And then from there on, the struggle, probably, if you look at Sierra Leone, in terms of development or in terms of governance, they come up to 1971, and probably you can push them up to 1979. But then from there, the collapse begin. And waiting cause the collapse. Waiting cause the collapse now because of this twin party that we get in Sierra Leone. We even attend for calling and saying that two party, but they are not two party, now one party. And waiting they establish in empathy is that the social contract not for happen as Salone. And we all know waiting at the social contract. The social contract, and wherein a government, they exist for enforce the sovereignty of society, the will of the people, not in for reign. But what's happen at Sierra Leone? It is not the will of the people. It is the will of the government. It is always got the political elite, the one that we call we your servants them. Now then they reap we off the resources of the country. Sierra Leone is one of the few countries in the world where call them almost all the natural resources where they consider. We get 7 months of rain, right? We get a lot of minerals. We see is blessed with a lot of fish. Why are we hungry? Look at we fertile line, right? You can able plant anything as Salone, it grow. Why? The land is fertile. But why are we hungry? It is because of the system where they established between SLPP and APC, right? Now that make we hungry, and that make we not ever get development. So until we, the people, when we serve from them two parties there is no democracy, there is no governance. Now, when you talk about governance here, you look at, for example, the three system of governance, call them the legislature, the executive, and the judiciary. Now, you can able to separate them as Salone? No, you can't separate them. Why can't you separate them? Because the executive gets so much power, and especially the president gets so much power that even parliament, they kowtow to the president. That parliament was supposed to check the excesses of the president, right? They say yes to the president. The judiciary was supposed to control the president. They say yes to the president. So how can we say we are a democratic state? We are not a democratic state. And we are being governed, right, by kleptomaniacs. People are where they thief the resources of the state, not for the benefit of the people, but for their own benefit, private benefits. I mean, very recently we hear about certain things away, probably as we go on in the discussion, right? We will talk about those issues. Last stop here for now.
Okay, thank you very much, Professor. I will bring Alpha in at this point. Alpha, as a journalist, I mean, you don't cover some of the issues there with Professor and Mr. Lebbie don't bring up, but so far so good. You know, the situation where you don't see, I mean, I know you were born after independence, from independence to now, and based on waiting you don't cover any reports. Alpha, over to you.
Thank you, Martha. And I want to thank you to my colleague panelists on this issue. And yes, me born around the mid-80s. So even though I read extensively about what's happening in independence and all of that, but members, a lot of things happen around it in a way preview to, of course, the war and Salone have been there, you know, I see what happen. But if we further this discussion, I want to use even the president's speech we make yesterday for ask some questions around, because all what he talk about there around the same thing. He talk about how the forefathers then sacrifice for freedom and peace, and they use their sweat and blood. So what he as a president or the government now they do for sustain that? Kind of the first question that, because he talk in his speech. He talk about the economic challenges where the government and the country they face right now, food scarcity, electricity, hardship. He talk about the high cost of living, inflation and all of that. How realistically in government, since you don't have power for the past 5-6 years, we all know Sierra Leoneans, how this government and even past government on the handle this issue. That's also now something very, very important to make us ask questions. And he also talk about the Feed Salone project. We talk about a very big program we get for do local food production. We go improve, and even the agriculture sector, then they increase that to 7% and all of that. Realistically, how then they affect the ordinary man? We will even see rest even don't go up, and even government we pull out the price and they say government they try for talk about rest for make it go up. We in at the staple food of Salone. I talk about the issue of Kush, when I just look at drug, where they affect the youth, we in at the population, the active population, we for contribute to all into how they talk about either violence, either peace building, agriculture, and all of that. We see how Kush not damage their lives. They declare Kush an emergency, which is a good thing, all right? How realistically the government if pursue that. You talk about international travels and partnership, which is very key, and even some side they say overseas travel, not for leisure. It's about for work about development of the country. So I'm sure inside on the area this gumbo from everybody, both within and outside, about the too much trips where the government or the president don't take from the TOAB president to now. So he even mentioned in his speech, say international travels not for pleasure. But I'll ask the question realistically, the international travel where they talk about when they mention the fruits of them travel and they don't they see them, is it visible for let people and see? That's my question for we all for discuss as Salone people. They talk about the freedom of speech, peace, freedom. It's enough for just the privileged few. If they for everybody inside the country right now, governance system, the privileges, are they for just the privileged few or for everybody? This is not a question for us, for we as Sierra Leoneans, because 7.5 million people will also be safe. We talk about protection for all, free election, free speech. They say in government, they uphold them all the time. All right? We're saying a bedrock for democracy. In talk about an speech. We'll talk about the election, we bring them in power. The first election, the second election, this current election, we'll see on this way they go on. So we all see the report the way they come up from internationally. Is it realistic? Say this election, a free election, one of the people and will. Because if you put all in question they are together, allow come out to the bigger issue of democracy, where for be, the people and just they give the representative for all power, which means the people are get the power and they elect few people or let them represent them. Now in a democracy, the people's voices, the people's rights. All right, we'll talk about the issue of that. How this current government will get the opposition. Is it effective? The current government, is it the will of the people? Looking at all the international backlash, you don't come up at this thing. Now ask yourself the questions. All right, respect for human rights. If we talk about government and democracy, respect for human rights is basic. Fundamental principle of human rights, they talk about the right to life, the right to education, the right to healthcare, the right to development, and all of that. The Universal Declaration of Human Rights says every right is valuable for every human being, irrespective, even if not Christmas. How to see this government in right to life? We go read the U.S. State Department report of 2023. They say nothing not changing us alone as far as human rights issues concerned. So let's ask yourself that question there as well. We'll talk about the independence of the institutions, accountability. Begin with the Elections Commission. Are they independent? Under institution, who uphold democracy, are they independent enough for listening to the views of everybody, taking the middle ground? Well, they see even civil societies, we're supposed to represent the people. Even we colleague journalists, but couldn't sell out, leaving the people. So when we put all issues there, they're able to look at the bigger picture. Oh, they talk about governance and democracy. So if we're able to address all in little bits and pieces, and some people only report them all the time throughout, and we'll still continue to do that. But matter if we go to all the alpha issues, they're able to get questions and answers to that. I think we'll talk about this bigger picture, the democracy and governance, what we talk about for Salone.
Okay, Alpha, thank you. And continue for stay with me. Are they bringing back Professor for still look at the issues of democracy and governance, the economy, national unity and peace? Now how we don't handle the situation, how we as Sierra Leoneans, the leaders and specifically like the people there, we don't lead this country so far so good. Like Alpha, myself born close to the late 80s. So like they propose we for go buy race. My time is they propose me for go buy responsibility. But like how then we don't handle this situation? Why we in situation is like this? We continue the way we equally get independent, like the same time or almost the same time they are doing better, and we are doing otherwise. So, Professor, back to you.
When we talk about national cohesion, we get to go back to the formation of the two parties that we don't ever govern Sierra Leone. And even when we come to even the the military coups they will don't get na Salone, and then your own kind of outfit, the way then deal with the Sierra Leonean situation or governance system. We all know, say, the two party them, they divide themselves into two kind of branches. The APC, when they break away from the SLPP, then go to the north and the western area as their own stronghold, and use we ethnic diversity or we get na the north and the western area as their own people. And then you go to the southeast, and the SLPP go to the southeast and dominate the southeast, right? And what then they do? The game when they play here is, and they play a mind game on we people. They tell them, say, if you elect the other party, you people they can suffer. But when we look at the social fabric, right, you see a kind of a disadvantage, right, on, for example, the northern region. I mean, we all born after 1961. We are all here in the 70s, right? 70s, 80s. But what we don't read in the history books and what we don't see in reality, they tell we say the political domination of SLPP and APC, where for me and many others, a one-party system, they use the social fabric or the cultural witness of Sierra Leone, right, with people and we ethnic belonging, and we district the way we come out for divide we. So this issue of national cohesion, now there one begin, right, has never been in the mindset of the political elite of the two parties. And then even if you want to say yes, then get interest, but the interest not they ever show. What they do is instead of bringing the people together, then they divide the people. Instead of using the resources of the country, if we want for begin to talk about the economy. Now look at the contract where then they sign, for example, for the extraction of mineral resources in the country, right? Who side the benefits of this mineral production or mineral extraction? They go. Abona Pepel. I grew up partly in Pepel and Freetown, right? Pepel hosts the harbor, right, for the shipment of iron ore. Now, let me tell you a story here. There is a bridge where they connect 2 miles to Pepel, because Pepel is an island, 2 miles to Pepel, where the train they pass for cargo the iron ore to the seaport. Now, in one of the things that we understand from where we grow up, that bridge not allow motor car for pass, because the bridge, they only made the bridge for the train. And then they create a footpath for let people able to pass. Motor they reach Pepel until recently, right? When I go Salone 2011, 2013, I able to reach inside my village, right? Within Pepel. Now, what did that tell you? That simply tell you, say, these political parties, because SLPP didn't have power when Delco was created, Marampa Mines come under APC, etc., and all the other mineral companies, right? They don't care about the development of the people. Now, there are quarters, right, for the company workers, na Pepel, right? You get various quarters, then get light, then get water. The company, they provide water and light for them. They tell me they up to 1985 before I go Freetown. Now, what did they do? The township, Pepel township, and the surrounding villages no get water, no get light. So which means the contracts the way they establish, right, between them and the companies them. And this reality it also happened because they go holiday na Rutile. It will be the secondary school, right? I be the go holiday na Rutile because it be the work day, right? Mogbemo no get light, you no get water, but then the quarters them outside the workers and they leave. Right, both the lower ranking workers them and the senior service workers them, then get water, then get lights, then get all amenities. Right. So which means, I mean, this issue of the economy trickling down to the poor man, to the masses, right? Even they within the contract, then within the sign in terms of the extraction of mineral resources in that country, right? And again, look at I mean, you talk about here, for example, Alpha, they talk about the issue of all the contracts or within the travels, right? The current president, they do out of the country, where in fact, before he came as president, in a campaign manifesto, we all hear it, we all read, he say, he go stop the traveling. But he has been the most traveled president. Now, my question is, I'm not going to answer the question, but I'm going to ask the question. What is the political economy of the travels of the president? What has he brought to the country? Which contracts he don't ever sign will benefit the people of that country? What he don't bring? He don't even ever explain to the people of Sierra Leone what he traveled for? No, he has never done that. Because in some other countries, when presidents and prime ministers or ministers, they travel, then they explain to the people, to parliament in particular, and the general population, they know, say the president or the prime minister is traveling out of the country for go sign so contract, for go sign so deal, for go do so business with a counterpart, right? We will benefit ABC region or XYZ region or GHI community, not in Sierra Leone. And very recently, here in WEF, then they go out of the country, they go and lecture now other universities, first-class universities, and then we all universities in Sierra Leone, they crumble. What is being produced in Sierra Leone in terms of academia? There are no resources for the universities. I mean, I even pity me colleagues them, right? Where they try in their own little effort for even encourage the students then for continuing in their studies, then they're under very tough times, right? Lights not there. I'm not careful for do comparative analysis, but this poor country who say me day, rain not the canaya. Now 1 month rain we get September. 1 month rain. That is if it rains. We don't get 6 years of drought in this country. But I go open me pump right now, water they come out. I get light 24/7. I get strong internet. I they teach online now another campus. Waiting they cause that because the student didn't get light, because university get Wi-Fi system with the student they use, because I get a very strong internet connection. I can either teach now us or teach now university, right? During COVID, now let me explain this. During COVID, what happened? COVID attacked this country on the 19th of March. I've been just returned from the US on a trip where I go, on an official trip, right? I reached 2 days COVID attack. We all go home, right? So what happened? 2 days, they established a very strong system for how we teach online. Students then support them some kind of way, right? Whoever is a student is being supported with free data, right? And we serve the contract the way we sign with the companies, the telecommunication companies, right? Then give we a discount. We not lost the academic year, but ask we university in Sierra Leone, then lost the academic year. Take them the struggle for able to meet up with the normal planning of academia. This is how a country way serious. This is how politicians the way serious. They create a nation, right, for let it develop. Why? Because then they look for the services of state, water, electricity, and today we are living in a digital world, right? People are able to get connectivity, right? So that they will able to get access to information, to knowledge, to every other thing. But in the case of Sierra Leone, right, we economy, no, they allow that. Waiting, we politicians, they only care for themselves. How can you have... Yes.
We want now for let you take we to, because I'll go to the next panelist and before we go to the other people we attend the conference online. So but now we want for let you take we to union solution the way you would prefer for the problems the way we get in Salone, because there are problems indeed. It's very much clear the economy, I mean governance and democracy. We see some tweets and letters yesterday, you know, also just
solution number one. APC SLPP for be dismantled by the general population, by all Sierra Leoneans, for win them off with political system. That's solution number one. Solution number two, we, the people, get for take ownership of governance in Sierra Leone. How do we do that? We get for actively participate into the political life of the country, not only by talking or by writing with the talk, with the write, but also by active participation and also by motivating with people let them participate, and also for dismantle that false idea where SLPP and APC they pass now the minds of the people say APC na Timniman and Limbaman party and SLPP na Mendeman and Shabruman party. Now big lie. That's a lie. It's a party for a very small group of elites where they make with people in the suffer from 1961 to date, which we'll get for sure. Nothing. Next solution what I get is the youth them, and they use them during political seasons, right, for drug them. Now look what happened recently. When I feel say the drug addiction of Kush, now a very recent process. No, it has been going on. Because now during election, then they shape Jamba and Mole and all kinds of toxic drinks into the mindset of youth them, right? We make youth them not able to get their standing. For my in this country, and no one they see in political campaigns, right? Politicians then shape money or shape drugs or shape or mole to youth. You know when they happen. In fact, then they even encourage youth them, right, for study. Then they give them scholarship. The state and when they give scholarship, when I go check that the scholarship board na Salone. When I go check the names of people where they get scholarship in that country. Now only people where people get money. Now only people where they politically connected, right? So youth engagement, and also the solution is we forget industries as Sierra Leone, not only for extract mineral resources, but also for produce finished products, right? We go encourage we youth them for get employment. So another solution what we get is agriculture. We for able feed we self. I mean, by 2018 or so, we see lots of tractors, right? We then bring the tractors and whose people are getting tractors and for let them farm. We not see 30, we not see nothing. Another solution we will get is this country is a poor country, but health is free. You know, get no hospital bill for pay. No hospital bill. You didn't hospital 1 year and they feed you 3 times a day, and you know they pay 1 kobo. Me 3 pikin I get na year them born. Will not pay no hospital bill. When they go now hospital, you get a minimum tax where they pay, right? When you enter na hospital, I like it in a 1 year. You don't done. Everything they take care of. And we where they work with social security, where we begin and cover the social security, anything doing in this country, where the health service now are not able to take care of, then they fly me go Portugal because they get an agreement free of charge. And the person where they accompany me, then they pay them a salary. This is how you develop a country. This is how politics is done.
Professor, you look like now heaven you this so.
Oh yes, no. Compared to Sierra Leone, are they heaven? Compared to Sierra Leone, are they heaven? Are they only get blackout if I not pay? Are they only get internet short if I not pay? Are they only me like what I know they run at me host if I not pay me bills? But if I pay bills, Professor, nothing, I not get problem with it.
Thank you very much. Continue to stay with me. So you get more solutions?
I get more solutions.
So we can quickly take them and go to the next panelist.
Go to the next person, and then we will
you will come back. Okay, thank you very much, Professor. Continue to stay with me. We go to the other panelists. Then I bring Mr. Lebbie at this point. Make himself like tell we about why is it that we get to these states. We economy this bad. We get so much crisis around governance and democracy, and as well as peace and unity. Then also he will talk about he will also bring on solutions then. So to Mr. Kelfala Lebbie. Yes, Mr. Lebbie.
Yeah, thank you, Mata. And I think Alpha and Saidu don't cover plenty things. They also talk about the social contract within our government in whole. I think a question is will not ask yourself enough, Salone, as to why we get government and why the government they function on with the app. Right, then they also what I try to very passionate, but the disruptive role of SLPP and APC are not in our secrets, as you all know that. And we'll start with the social contract. Again, why do we get government? We get government for make the government take care of people, like, right? Make the government take care of with security, with basic needs, service provision, and all that thing and they. And we know elect government for make them travel every day and spend the small money we'll get from first class ticket. We know elect government for let them travel go Harvard or any other university and go give lecture there where they not be able to take care of waiting they happen now we own country. We know elect government for make them they go around and they pay for fake award. We not make any sense to anybody like best minister and best president. Like it's ridiculous. I don't know how people and feel say other people and they see we politicians then and we lead, well, not call them we leader then because I'm sure they call themselves. They go around and claim say then our best minister of the world or best the most ridiculous thing I'd ever have in my life. We don't elect them for go set up foundation for first lady or anybody for funnel money, do corrupt means, and they go around they tell you say they fetch corruption. We know say nobody knows they fetch corruption as Salone and just they talk about them. Right? We don't elect people as Salone for make them they go around and they promote themselves 24 hours a day. If you smart enough, you feel say you know Albert Einstein or anybody, go this knowledge day, go set up a corporation, build into a business and employ people there. That's what man they do in other place there. You need to go capture government and use the money waiting our government for the promote itself. So and all that thing they happen and the thing we have is very much concerning. Now the effort for struck people are up. We see with the recent blackout now Freetown, where a doctor, a whole medical doctor, I mean, we get the worst healthcare system in the world. If anybody did follow and again, this now maybe not a bad thing for do, but they look at the carnage where they have in Gaza right now, and they show hospital like Al-Shifa and other hospital, and it's an occupied territory where everybody, plenty of people, and they say a genocide they happen to that society there, and they're under apartheid in the minds of plenty of people, and then they show hospital where Israel don't bomb na Gaza, the hospital there where the Palestinians get, they were relatively well equipped. They get machine there. I'm not able to help than for really compare around to my own country was even the rubble from the bombing. And you see proper hospital bed, and we all know which them people ended they go through. They don't even get a country where recognized by the UN and the quote unquote international community. So we all know what's in the gone, and we know say the people already in leadership now Salone, but they do nothing for the country. But then let's go around and bluff and tell everybody sense where they get and waiting and they do. We're absolutely ridiculous. And now that they make an effort of going back to the doctor, we post in your own workforce experience or picking way down a cottage because lights go for how many days. But we'll come to why down there happy. But what you see now, quick, the government don't go pull notice. They try for like put person, appoint somebody in a cottage where now like for threatening the human work or that kind of thing and they. So they say constant effort for short Salone people are up. If them put you in a governor position, you know they do the work. People they get right for what's the opinion. We don't get an Ayatollah in a Salone. We not get a dictatorship. We get an election. If them put you in a position, you know they do well. People they get right for some time. The other thing where happen where they follow now the strike and all the confusion where happen now the minister of now the invitee of Salone where the minister. Laterally go around ahead and fire the entire university court. Lead to all kind of confusion. People picking the exam that they postpone picking the exam at the university because they say they settle personal score. Even though the president spent how many years they pretend like he wants to create political interference from the higher education system, that not happen. So the decision that we take, even parliament, they pass law for remove the president as the chancellor, and they're not serious about any of them thing, and the university system more politicized today than any time now in history. Then inevitably, then grab the CSO about alpha they mentioned something about how we CSO then captured now, then captured. Any country where the police now, Salone police now part of the difference. In fact, literally, now the police body under the vice president. So the police they under the government, and we get this ridiculous and almost them pull this law or who say anybody want to protest in a Salone or take permission from the police. Okay, the government they tell you say before you protest me, you can't take permission from me. That doesn't make sense to anybody. Over that university
Well, the
competition,
law actually says so. It's just that people in the twist and for turn
well, they don't
make
they
an
don't make
advantage.
a
The law is
matter.
simply saying when you want for process, notify them, say the process, so let them provide the security. So that means say you
That
can go
makes
ahead and
sense.
process. You they only notify them for let them can give, but just that people
Exactly.
and make canal forbid their own.
Yes. So yeah, in that the exact point that I try for me, if I understand the police and they for protect life and property, if you say you do a peaceful protest, you jump from doing a peaceful protest for go attack people, business and property and damage people, for arrest you, criminal. But the idea say the police for say yes, go and I know where the men win a Salone, the land for say papa government. Or but the government not to the papa, the government not to the papa, the government not to the mama, the government not the government. Let me then call them, then get name. The government not the government. So all the government any loyalty, all the any respect where they not deserve. Therefore, seek the respect and your affection and all that thing and this. So this idea say because they elect you as waiting whatever position you get people then for cower to you and then for worship you. No, not to that country. We get a Salone, not to that country. We want and we will first for make sure say we not get a dictatorship. But I go back to the example where we and this a CSO they headed by a guy named Fatoma. I don't know him personally, but I see involved now in one forum where they post say they don't go ask the police for do peaceful protest at the Ministry of Higher Education, old placard, and then deny and they say for good. And the question is why you need the approval? You don't need the approval. Like I don't see. And for they for make sure say anybody will mango turn the protest violence, a criminal, of course, then for arrest them. We don't get for violence, we don't want any of them.
Well, when they not give you that approval, they not agree for negotiate with you the security terms, then go fend something around. It don't happen, then go fend something around. We go look like you don't commit an offense, and at the end of the day, you get case. So
right, exactly.
that's
and
the
I don't think
situation.
we not for even pretend say we get democracy in a Salone because we not get democracy in a Salone. We get a one party duopoly of uniparty duopoly. You get two parties the way they masquerade. Look, anybody are they challenge anybody for telling me the difference between APC and SLPP other than party color? They know they exist. They not get ideas, they not get any, they not even get personal opinion. Now like robots then we them program for go and see the exact same thing. So they're not different, right? But again, then also they wait for them turn for run the country, right? Then they don't do this whatever arrangements then get where they feel say makes sense. So wait on they go 10 year, the other one in turn for go 10 year. Well, I don't get a polling on this, but I might say the majority of Sierra Leoneans are not to SLPP or APC. If they really go ask Salone, then one by one, even if you take a representative sample of his own population, but just based on anecdotal evidence, Salone people we didn't want to make you associate them with APC and SLPP. So why then for the pretend, let's say, people in either SLPP, because the critics, anytime you question the government, the actions of these governments, they brand you as APC.
Based on
Well,
his
we get right
region
for
or
no,
his
we're not to
district.
APC then, and we were not, yeah, exactly. We were not to APC.
Okay.
We get right for not for the APC. And if we don't want the SLPP, you get right not for the SLPP. And I understand, but
Okay,
aside,
so we go now to solutions, Mr. Lebbie. We go now to like solutions to some of the issues then we don't talk about.
yeah, I mean, the solution and plenty, and I feel this gets a lot to do with even the idea for national cohesion. After the Civil War, a lot been happening with decentralization, right? With the devolution of functions and all that kind of thing, and we see the resurgence of the local council. We all on it on well because, and again, this no, and I don't even understand this. 30 days in a Salone, we get resident minister east, resident minister north, where that person in primary motive now somebody where the party they send at that place we see the kind of like inflammatory statements and way I don't know what his name Abu be they make now McKinney doing where the political situation may really test the and then claim saying a resident minister. When we need a resident minister now McKinney where you get a local council, when are they supposed for the on the affairs of McKinney? The central government supposed for the oversee all the funding where they go toward the local governments then. To make sure say anybody where siphon money or do anything where they not for do with them, it face the consequences, whether not prison time or any of that kind of thing and they. But then they send them people and they, these kind of agitators, now the same thing they happen under the last APC government, we see now waiting I name Musa waiting Tawali or waiting now. We see the kind of damage where it caused against the violence where it caused against people in our golden ten and day as the APC resident minister, right? And so now the easy make them they put them at them place and they now for make sure say the people in way get in community there and in society, they're not able to do anything for themselves.
So
The
solution
money
number one for scrap presidential ministers.
well, not to do that. Now they talk in the context of decentralization.
Okay, so
Right, we need
okay.
for empower local governments then for make sure to service provision happen at the local level, whether now with the electricity supply and water supply and all anything and they the local council for able to decide who side road the path. The central government for able to set the agenda. We decide almost new road we want construct McKinney and Bo and Kenema and Kono and all them places and they and make sure say we put them one way or another the country we able to generate the funding for that. And get to the local authority then for do the work, for consider work and day, right? So that's number one. Number two, we all see and me bother than the talk about, and again the same thing but the party they will get at the country. We need for fair way for rich people and you know they magically you know get for some people and mind against APC or SLPP just like that. We don't see situation the way so-called new party they don't come up, right? But my experience with that and waiting officially we all don't see in 2007, Councilman Guy is very honest but the fact that the easy make it go from PMDC, not because you not get the flag bearer people SLPP. And in motivation and for make sure say better or not win. Well it succeed. And the next time we'll see a political party where the people like able to do anything outside of SLPP. Now NGC well, this is not that different from the situation we see with PMDC because then Junkela basically go from a party, it pretend like they do them because they get idea then we different from SLPP and this and that. But we all don't think if they allow them for be the flag bearer and SLPP, nothing for go from party. So they do all these things and the fact is then finishes Salone people in full. Now that make PMDC not succeed, now that make NGC not succeed. And any effort where anybody make way for basically go set up a cutout of APC and SLPP, they pretend say na a third force, and they win because Salone people know they don't want an SLPP light, they don't want an APC light. They want a group of people and we get clear idea, they know what they do, and people that we get a track record for engage their community then and don't prove say even without a political power and office, they're able to help people and they're able to bring idea they come to life. Any attempt for again, remove APC SLPP, forbid APC SLPP in the democratic process in Salone, therefore come from a place of proper planning, therefore come from a place of honesty, therefore come from a group of people and we just want power, so they will do the exact same thing way APC SLPP they do. Salone people then go always reject that, I promise you. So I will stop here and make other people and get chance for talk.
Thank you very much. Continue facility. I come now to Alpha.
Martha, please, before you go to Alpha, I just want to make a kind of a rebut here on waiting Kelfala just finished for talk. Number one, with regards to Papa government, the idea we country Mama Salone and then we call we government Papa government. This is not the patronage system we then create SLPP APC. And then create that patronage system. They follow we see them say they are our patrons and now then for feed we. So it's like there was an image passing around where they show a fat man being fed by a skeleton kind of man, right? Now that system that patronage system. Now, Kelfala also talk about the issue of the resident minister. I just want for maybe buttress or counter that a little bit. In what way? We need the provisional areas now Salone, the north, the northwest, the south, and the east for be self-governing areas where maybe you call them provincial government. Wait, now then if you give me the government of Sierra Leone for 5 years, believe me, I dismantle all that government system. And then they get 29 ministers and they get about 7 ministers, and then you get the provincial governments them. Right, we're going to make them 11, and then those provincial governments will be responsible in a competitive way, right, for developing regions. And the district councils also for be run in a competitive way for developing different districts. But Another issue where we talk about this idea of new parties. We've never had any parties apart from APC, SLPP. All the others, the way they form, now prodigal daughters and sons of APC and SLPP. And of course, you get the false elite like the Kande Young Kelas, where they pass as if they are angels or gods, and that they have all the experience and knowledge, right? For solve Salone problem. How we see end NGC and then they married SLPP NGC. How the married end? Latapia.
We all know how the married end, and we see what's still happen when that married today. So are they bringing Alpha for letting us talk about how we make a member you will join this conversation. Say after Alpha, we come over to Una for making us make on our own contribution. So Alpha, now over to you. How we get into this situation where things don't get so bad, and whose solution do you prefer?
Yeah, thank you, Martha. And I think my colleague, they all actually, they only do justice to this topic. Fambul, just one member on us, they live on TV Salone and We Are TV, on Facebook, on YouTube, and on the website. All right, and also on the national conversation on Facebook. Yeah, Martha, I think say should all my colleague there and don't talk. I should all they see every day, and at a time like this, say what you may about the United States, who say I don't they leave now, they go university now and everything, they work here with the government now and so on. Freedom of speech is very important. At a time like this, the freedom of speech for every Sierra Leonean is very critical. Because I think right now they live in a state capture. State capture, in a sense, everything has been captured by the state. All right. The Salone system, winner takes all. So the president, it pleases His Excellency the President. I like now, he go take you whatever, he give you position, so be it. Where you go in the personal parliament. The example is Lama we been in at the I think immigration, where say somebody go get a jeep, another property them. Imagine a public officer, person like you take go give you jeep, another boku.
No, for just make me passport where I get right. So why them for give me jeep? If na passport, they no more they make for citizens, the way they entitled to. Not to possible, not to citizen, they ask for with passport or whose contracts that one day.
Well, thank you. So that person they come out openly in a parliament, they accept say they get a jeep, they get gifts as jeeps and other stuff. That same person, the president appoints again for go ahead the National Drug Enforcement Agency or something like that. They still approve them. You understand? Where the Anti-Corruption Commission, they clearly say, you know for take advantage, for take kind of bribe. Put it simply. Where they go give you jeep rent and you accept and still pass them over. That's a state capture. We see a report on Kamara where the clerk of parliament, he employ in WEF, they receive government money where they do nothing. For years and years and years and years, he accept that. The Anti-Corruption Commission, what did they say? They pull out a press release, say the man don't accept say they pay. And as far as they're concerned, not to indirectly involved, and just put them corner small. Now you don't come back, you don't take a role. Now we don't see behind the scenes, they don't force the Speaker of Parliament because to speak firmly on that issue, they now not to resign. So it's a state capture, not they go on the right way. So right now, freedom of speech is very important. The police, Professor talk about the police. The police, we see what's happen. How then they deal with certain people as against the others? What don't they see? The killing where don't take place. Not so because they're not killing me, my brother or my sister or my family, they're directly involved and not for talk. What they see what's happen? The courts. All right. What made the opposition say the issue of the election where they're not getting and go court. And when they see what's happen, they go court, then they push the case and they push the case, then I they fed up become. So right now, freedom of speech is very important matter. We, the media, is state capture. We know, we all in at the media. Some of who they only bash would say because they talk, they write, and God help we. Well, sometimes because we there abroad right now. Because if I've been there Salone, sometimes some of who are not more.
Where you there Salone, you have to limit some of the things you do because of your safety. I mean, some
safety,
of us don't.
I know some of who now who can talk and they get long conversations. I know we're going to details about that. But we'll see how.
I remember my big brother be wake early morning can't cry now to before last stop for attend we had because he been worried. So
you see, these are the kind of things. So state capture, people are in two ways. When you say the facts, they align you with the opposition. The professor talk about scholarship. I got scholarship. I do masters in the US. From where with all my potential, I don't work for Salone and I've been get very good results from primary, secondary, to go university, and I want to get scholarship. Why? Because I don't align to any of the parties, or my papa or my mama, they're not involved into politics. Why? But the US, whole government at the US and look at my potential and give me scholarship I can study. Because we are not getting no affiliation. So these are the things. I think these are the issues. We'll go back to the foundation. Lord promotes youth with genuine potentials, not one way attach other things. And this is very important. We got a lot of young colleagues that are now in our government, and I'm happy for that. We can get discussion and I tell them, if you're in a press attaché, they enjoy right now, it's well and good. But if you're in a press attaché, for example, let's say for the embassy, na Kenya, or for the embassy, na DC, or for the embassy or the High Commissioner, na UK, do your job and promote your embassy. But other things so they affect the ordinary man, if you don't get nothing for say, keep quiet. Because you know me say if you're in a press attaché or you're not a young man, if you defend everything what the government do, even if it's bad. Not of so many things. Which means if me in a party, matter me in a party, if you get issue where you do bad, if there is anything, you don't get nothing for do with me, I not go support you again for Kamara and can begin to about. Now you know some of the issues there. And when I talk about youth, look Ben Kelfala. Ben Kelfala, where been they study in the UK, you be the
Renaissance movement.
Yeah, be the lead the Renaissance movement, wear black, protest against the cost of living and everything, all of that. You be the talk all of that. All right. You've been doing for a cause. It was not genuine. Now you are here, you are the ACC, commissioner. What do they do? If they turn a blind eye, if they go against opposition, other people will be known there as government. When things and they happen under, see they turn a blind eye. People that they talk about it. The same guy. These are all young guys and get potential. They don't learn book now. Yeah, also sell learn book. But the good thing is, we have to support somebody. I think if we go back to how for elect leaders, me if I support anybody, even if now my community, I guess certain qualities what I look at. We are not perfect, but we need to support. I think if we go back to that drawing board, even though the parties, even if we whip up them two parties, they will go back to the drawing board. When they elect a public officer, look at certain criteria. How they manage himself, how they manage in family, whether in track record, whether in job experience over the years. I don't work. Inside America, if they apply for job, any other job, I don't work for the government now for a couple of years now since I graduated, I done my master's program. Then they look, even if you get 3-year gap, that 3-year gap, they know work. They want to know why that 3-year gap, then now you CV where no work. They want to investigate for it, they know why there is a 3-year gap where no work. They want to know what's actually happened. What's that they tell you? They want to know your job experience, how you don't work, and how you left from one job to another. All of are very important, but we, because of them party, they are not blind, when I bring somebody, we just the gear. So if we go back to the foundation matter, the Bible says, if the foundation is weak, the laborer labors in vain. All right? So if we go back to the foundation, how they elect leaders, what's in our people for stand for something. Either you stand for something or you can fall down for anything. So don't go to people already begin stand for. Even if now you want, you say, no, this is not right. Stand for that today. Otherwise, if they fall down for all things. I think if we go back to this foundation, all let's see how they talk about, so we'll go back there. And for me, as a Sierra Leonean, right now, I know they go Salone, I even they free for going because sometimes my name go in we're going to airport someone and say, Alpha, don't bring kush.
I know, but we don't say they make a contribution. Even when you they verify, you see
the issues that all they discuss. I think when they share identity for make we know say we like Salone, even though some say, oh, the one who in the diaspora and this and that. That's not it. We like Salone. We spend a lot of money, every month. How much some of who they send us Salone? If some of them they see, when I go say yes, they do a lot. But when it comes to the issues, at this point in time, the discussion is very important. Because even if the president self don't say international trips, it's not for leisure or pleasure. The professor asks a question, what are the fruits of them traveling? Because not of us know what they travel every week. I go lecture. Hey, I don't go under. I get lunch with the Sultan of this country. Oh, I go for the key partners of Salone, we all know. The UK, the US, the European Union, from the elections to now, the report don't come on, like I said, the US State Department. If you go read that report of the Salone States of Human Rights, and even the issues of this MCC, they go up and down, up and down. All these therefore tell you, say, we get a lot of need for workers. So if we go back to those foundations and I know I take a lot of time, but if we go back to them foundations and they address the issues there, I think so we'll go talk about democracy and governance at 63. And remember, the attempts of West Africa, from Musa will start with most of the neighboring continents to read them, they can't learn book. Now look who's the professor there. Small country. They read it in the way they talk about. Why university go lecture on Salone? Then call me, hey, when I'm a young potential, I don't learn book, can lecture. Now ask how much they pay. He said, well, so if you get logged, then go begin you 6 million pounds. I say, okay. I say, well,
they can't only local champion.
I wait for. I say, well, old small. I go volunteer. But right now, I get a family for take care of. But these are the like Salone, 63 years of independence. let's go back to the foundation, because the Bible says the foundation weak, the labor in vain. If we address this foundation, then we'll be able to build the house, go up back.
Thank you, Alpha. And like una dey say, me believe una like Salone. Yes, there are the other diasporas we could just want political appointment for benefits, but within this 1 hour, una passion we una gets for involved in this conversation. I see Professor, I see Mr. Lebbie, and you. It really tells una really like this country. So if you just join you dey watch we online, or you don't join me at the Zoom conversation line, make a member you say this na the Salone where we want national conversation, and this now for mark the Salone at 63 independence anniversary. This now online symposium and town hall meeting, and we topic now 63 years after practical solution for better Salone, solution for better democracy and governance, solution for better economy, and solution for peaceful and United States. So now we want to come to we attendance and a Zoom. We know some people in the way attend.
Martha, please, before we go to the attendance,
Okay,
please.
one person, Moses Coker. I don't say we.
Yeah, but before
Professor,
well, I'm sure I'm part of the attendance. We go come to
Yeah, I just want for comment make a comment quickly on what Alpha just say. Just a few things. The state capture way Alpha mentioned. Not to now the political parties then capture the state. Now let me explain that. APCS LPP. Waiting, Lord, we begin from the recent. When BO became president, waiting happened. All the professionals will be the work under APC appointment, they were sacked, and they brought in new people. And these new people did not have the expert experience. Now, let me tell you the success story of Cabo Verde, Usade. The success story is the public administration, the civil service is the think tank of the development of the country. It's unshakable, untouchable. Minister, they come, but minister know they make radical changes as to changing, for example, the director of an institution, just like
professionals,
that.
Then we
No, you don't touch them. You don't touch them. They are there as professionals. Whether they are affiliated to any political party or not, you don't touch them. They work as professionals. I've been here for almost 25 years. I know what I'm talking. I know how I meet this country, and I know how they today, and I know how they go tomorrow, because I am part of the system. You talk about, for example, the gap years. For example, how many years you get from one job to the other, or how many years you don't work. Alpha, again, I studied in Afrobe College, 93 to 98. The records are there. I don't ever get a scholarship. I come to this country, I drag for 7 years, I keep small money, I go start a master's in Coimbra, in Portugal, then begin some kind of waiting self. I left there, I go start a PhD direct in Las Palmas without any scholarship. So, I mean, you just imagine somebody study from primary school to PhD with no one day get scholarship, right? The only scholarship I get now from well-meaning Sierra Leoneans, them, we see me, I tot kerosene, I sell kanyang, I sell water, I sell all kind knickknacks as in Kentucky and Salone, right? For not only low family feed, but for low we will go school the next day. I mean, that's another story for another day. Alpha also mentioned so this gap issue. And then at Las Palmas, I don't get 1 year gap. Right? I can't continue my job now. And they do my PhD, but I can't work. So we get a president, we not work for 22 years. We elect him, or probably we falsely elect him. Right? 22 years, I'm not work. But the population of Sierra Leone elect him in 2018. And then talking about democracy in Sierra Leone, are we truly democratic? I asked the question in my notebook. No, we're not democratic. We're not. We don't get the results of June 24, 2023. We don't get results. Senegal, then vote one day, the next day, then get the results. Cape Verde, then vote right now on Sunday today, before midnight, all man don't know the results. The next day, everybody goes about his own business. That's what we call democracy. We vote today, we get the result today, and people go about their business. But Salone takes no get results, no get results. We not get
Okay,
results.
Professor.
Go
So
on.
with the come over now to Moses, yes, Karim, you can link with Moses because you say there's a
Yeah.
Moses way.
Moses
Yes,
Coker.
Moses.
Yeah, I'll make you contribution brief so that we go get
Other
more
people
people.
then for joining.
Yeah.
All right. Good evening. I hope now they hear me clearly.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, great. I want to tell you thank you for this opportunity. You know, some of you be done the yarn so much for this kind of opportunity, able to get away for add voice to the discussion. I don't listen to the panelists then, and what all they don't say na reality. But I just want to talk a little bit about my own side where I go out to this talk. One thing I observe in this country, we don't lack it so much. We not like we serve. And any country we say we not like we serve. This country, always we brother they talk about them in the US. One thing where American people they then get now elect themselves. They elect their country. And when you say elect country, not to the land, no. Now the citizens then you for elect we serve. And that ain't lacking. And that is the reason why we leaders and they treat we like this. And I also buy the idea of the best option we'll go do. Because we'll go give we what so many meetings they don't hold, people that don't go to be money, don't talk a lot of things. But now the same thing they happen. So I just want to say the best option is we will get these light minds where they think differently, where we they feel the pain of the people. We need to find an alternative. And the alternative is we need to forget, like how we Professor Joby they say, or the other panelists them. Not so people that way they if you check people and people they don't fed up with their party there. Not because alternative not there. Not because alternative not there. The moment alternative, the people that know say yes, this could come and solve this problem. People then will go for it. But we have to start first with showing love to yes.
I want to ask you a question. Now
Yes.
the party or now we mentalities, because other party they don't show the same people they don't show say they were just desperate to power. We see political party then like new political party every time we go election they count some kind of GG where they think say then people have then get opportunity. Some people then give them small opportunity. We see how they turn out to be. Is it that we need for change with mindsets or we need new party?
We need for change with mindset, but also when you talk about a party, now a whole institution, they get their own way how they do things. And the moment you enter inside, whenever you want to do things, that party get for guide what you get for do. And so the best option we can do is first, we of course I'm not denying the fact that we need for change with mindset, but we need to get an alternative. If an alternative not there, even when we change with mindset, the people that will get for rule we now the same system will continue for day in under. I agree with colleagues and they talk about how what we go do for improve this country. To be frank enough, you know, it just tell like what you did your host. If then they pay you 20,000, then you go eat past 20,000. Always not just go they pay you. People then go they molest you every day. This waka all brother they pay. Not necessary. If then they work for 20,000, then you manage by all means you eat within that 20,000. But look, the ministry. Why you need forget deputy minister one, deputy ministers two? What did they do? You know, some ministry that you need for march there. So if they say we not get money, then we get bloated cabinet. Then we not journey to we serve. Let we look at the agriculture feed salon. Now one of the things that we have been saying, then if we don't create a following, people then go really give them your idea. My sister, if we really want feed salon, I can record the time where we be the grow up. The paramount chiefs they get so much power. When time they reach for let them make farm for paramount chief, or man they go for make farm. And we for really ride on that particular leverage on that particular system will get in place. Me, I know they against what they do, but if we really want to improve on agriculture, we need for support the chiefdom level, provide them the resources, create competition among them. What's how we feel say now rest they grow them, let we send rest there, let we support them with rest. What's how we feel say other things for grow, let we support them. What's in the trickle of an eye will go able to solve them problem they are. Get a big wire house. Now each district, every chief don't get a own small wire house. A district go get a bigger wire house. We are in there go mill the rice, package them and whatever. This country will not need much for able to feed with them.
Okay.
To be frank enough.
Thank you. We also get another participant. It's Donald, yes. Himself and on the Donald Duati. So Donald, we want to come over to you. Yourself gets a contribution for make. Any other participants who want for make contribution, please raise your hand so we can call them. Yes, Donald.
Yes, good evening, everybody. I joined a little bit late. Sorry about that. But I just want to echo perhaps some of the points in way other people don't make. But I think first point I will make is, for me on experience, it's like say Salone don't go back to the pre-MPR, before MPRC came to power, the kind of way how the country been bad off. We don't go back to that kind of place and even maybe worse. The exception was, we're not the two line for fuel, not the only difference, but things are really, really bad. Nothing, not the way they work now Salone right now. It's very bad. I'll give one example. This electricity issue. It surprised me for we don't accrue $48 million debt. How we get to that point where everybody get prepaid meter, we mean to say people they pay for the electricity before they use them, and why they not being pay. Say blackouts get for the day that they only don't pay 18 million, so Salone still owe 30 million to that ship day. That's just one example. Then another point where
no, they not pay 18 million and pay 17 million. The 1 million to a West African electricity network project. So now 17 million and pay. So we still owe 31 million.
31, okay. Thank you for that. And then I think Moses raised one point where he talk about the bloated cabinet, I go call them. You get so many ministries them than a one. Then you get minister, they get deputy minister 1 and 2. And I just don't understand what thing they do, because even at the England there, so where England gets so much resources, they know they make a bloated cabinets like that. Then I see say again, they break up certain ministry the way very interrelated. I'll give example. I think it was called Environment, Ministry of Lands, Environment and Country Planning. So Ministry of Lands, they own you now. So it's like they break up just for create more positions for people. We're very wrong. Then certain departments, then create way for the under ministry. So it's like a lot of duplications and they go on way, they waste resources. So if you get to pay all them people in there just for doing nothing, so how the country go get money for do the basic things? It can't to things like electricity. We know Salone gets so much sun. Solar now, renewable energy for them investing. For them investing, I will forget 24 hours electricity. If we get electricity, that will drive a lot of investment, because nobody not go and go invest account where they in darkness. Because the initial capital outlay will be so huge. And then it's very difficult, So many things that they will get for do. Then when it comes to the political system, a backsiding points about APC and SAPP, the only problem for say if waiting for dismantle them, but I don't know how we go do them, because they're so deeply entrenched that people it's sad when you ask Salone people then waiting they go tell you, oh, APC they thief for, but then they thief percent. So if people then get the choice for choose between two thief man, but the one way they thief less it's a sad place to be. For let you say, oh, then the thief but then thief then can remember we small. So it's very, very bad for let we reach a stage where we get for choose between two thieves. It's very bad. And
Yes,
and I want to make sorry, yes, sir.
No, go ahead.
Okay, yeah, I want to make one point. Just for I not affiliated to any of them party here, so anytime they make a say I'm from a genuine patriotic Sierra Leonean. I didn't in England, but I love Sierra Leone so much. I get organizations everywhere I set up where they go from time to time, they help. But the kind challenges them where are they face because of so much corruption. Forget service level agreements with the various ministries. I will tell you, like 2 years ago now, coming up to 2 years, I don't register. So ministry and they say now, I don't get service level agreements with them because people in the way highly corrupt. They say, even though they set up something for help, this is come up for mere money, why they and maybe a few friends will go help. Yet they won't let you bribe them just to do a service level agreement. That's how bad it is. So at all levels, corruption a really, really bad. So we really in a bad place. We really need to rethink where we are going. It's like we're heading for nowhere at the moment. Rwanda we faced genocide in 1994. Don't left we behind. We just the one place. It's like we're going backwards. So I really worry, I'm very concerned. We really need for team and come together and see how we go able to move forward. Because it's very bad for we always feel say therefore bribe you around the election saying you small team, you vote, then after that, then dump you. We for move away from that kind of systems and they. Anyway, I will stop here for now. I'll allow other people in for talk.
Thank you very much, Donald, for your contribution. So again, to we other attendants away still the online, you can raise your hand for let we know say you want to make a contribution so that we can also bring you in. We want to take contributions then for now and then go back to the panelists them for address some of them one and the I want to bring in Professor at this point in time. I've been asked Moses about whether we need for deal with mindsets, change with mindset or new political party. Because Professor, they say SLPP, APC, they are just the same thing, just a few sets they try for use certain tribal group for their own benefit. Just a few elites they use particular tribal group for their own benefits, but they are just like the same agenda and all of these things. So, Professor, is it that now we mindsets we need for change or now the political structure or institutions that we get?
Not to a mindset. Sierra Leoneans are peace loving. Sierra Leoneans are very resilient. Well, I hate for use the word resilient at this moment. We are very tolerant. Actually, the word
I can
tolerant.
say when you talk about say Sierra Leoneans are resilient, you left
Forgive me for that.
in the be a poverty.
Forgive me
Even
for
the
that.
president afraid now for use the word now.
No.
I'm not
Forgive me for using that word. I mean,
but just
tolerant.
you say when you tell a Sierra Leonean say you are resilient, it's just like say you will be a poor.
Sierra Leoneans are very tolerant and we're very peace-loving. Let's dismantle this false idea. We'll not be ever get a civil war, we may get a rebel war. And that rebel war, now a group of elites create them for them benefit because they thought they were being ousted out of power for so long. I'm not going to name the political group a name, but they know themselves. So they form the rebel group and they Ibda Wodi Pawi, right? And they're still in the system. Now, waiting with what Akoka say, not to mindset. We were very peace-loving and very tolerant. Yesterday, I've been talking with a friend, a brother, right? About my granny, right? I tell her, say, my granny, name Fatou Sandi, right? Because he be married to a Sandi, right? When we grandpa, right? He not born speaking with the pa. What did my granny do? He got married in cousin for a man. And this in cousin we go married now so. He born two picking for the pa. Me too, me late uncle and me auntie. Right now, what they talk so. Me auntie they carry in papa in name Sandy. So me papa come out Alcalia. He go work na pepel and Lonsag. He married me mama. He married the other woman and they born we. He left with it. We were then born na Potloko, Lonsai, and Pepel. We carry Bangura son name. The one that we born na Alkalia na Kuranko country na Mara. Let you understand the dynamics of things. So part of the family they call me Mara, part of the family they call me Bangura. But because I was registered with the Bangura son name, this story many people don't know, right? I remain a Bangura. So we cultural tolerance is so sweet. We religious tolerance is so sweet. I was born a Muslim. I begin for study Al-Quran. I go Catholic church because my cousin was a priest. I remained there for some time. I wanted to become a priest. My mama said, "La, we lost two members. They not agree. La become a priest. I go back to Islam, right? So I mean, let's just understand the dynamics of things. So when we talk about love for Sierra Leone, Sierra Leoneans and love their country, irrespective of waiting APC and SLPP don't do it for 63 years. In fact, 70 years, counting from 1954, where we get chief minister to 2024, 70 years. Sierra Leoneans and don't suffer on and then two-party they are. We lack the country, but what did the APC and SLPP do? They make we hate ourselves. They make we hate ourselves, and we hate ourselves so much that if me they talk against SLPP, probably because I'm from the north, then go say I am APC. If I am from the north and they talk against APC, the APC Fambul, and then they hate me. Because they talk against a party where they feel say, I am a bona fide member, even though I don't carry a card. This is not the situation we don't reach in Salone. So now they say, my theory is, let us dismantle these parties by forming ourselves into a cohesive group of civil society, just like how the Senegalese and do, right? Sonko and Imbrother, the way they do, right? For at least get a youthful system of governance. So we country, and I make Midenaya, right? And they use me resources where they get that from this country and spend them on Sierra Leone, spend them on my family, and use me time for write Sierra Leone. I don't write plenty poems. I don't write plenty articles, right? Expressing my opinion and dissatisfaction over Sierra Leone. And even my thesis, where I not get no scholarship for, because the university is supposed to give me a scholarship, but instead they not get no agreement or cooperation. Las Palmas, where Shekigo build hotel and then season day. We say again, we Sierra Leone Airlines building there, then season day. Now they are go do me PhD. They not give me scholarship because they not get cooperation with Sierra Leone. Then get with resources, then benefit from the resources, they building there. I'm talking with pain. I get for come back and take money from the banks now for sponsor myself, like able to get me PhD. What's that me PhD? Me PhD now on Sierra Leone English. Now we do no more na Salone, we don't study them to PhD level. The English of Sierra Leone. Me and Dr. Mamadou Touré na Fobé College. Now we do no more don't study them at PhD level. I get in book now. Look me thesis later on. Right? So we lack we country, but APC, SLPP, no, they allow we. Now look at what's in there happen. When they in power, APC and SLPP, then they cow them, picking them, then they cow their members them from the diaspora, then they left the professionals, capable professionals for journalists. I know go tell now what's in then do me at FBC recently, where they give me an appointment letter and then block me at the same time. I beg them now, I say, okay, make I teach online pro bono. They say they don't get online system. Can you imagine that? I was director of a master's program now, yeah, where we invite professors from all over the world for teach. Some we bring Kam Abdulkarim Bangura, the Sierra Leone with 5 PhDs, bring Kam na this country, and he is one of us. So most of the time, he participates with me, right? He come in some comments. Pro bono, right?
Yeah. So we get 2 comments.
Just round up.
Yeah, let me round up. So we like Salone. Now imagine Abdul Karim Bangura is invited all over the world and he is mentoring a lot of Africans in America and out of America, right? And Sierra Leone will not invite him for that. Me. Don't bring and come now. There you see the love of Sierra Leone because he's a Sierra Leone.
We don't like anybody where they bring positive idea, you know.
People are right. For their job there.
Professor Jimmy Kanden.
I can't to wait happen to Jimmy Kanden. I can't to wait happen to Jimmy Kanden. But let me round up. Please, let me round up. My brother Donald Duarte talk about the thief, corruption, right? One thief man better pass the other. That's the most false idea where Sierra Leone and then get about them 2 parties and they. That APC, the thiefless, APC better pass SLPP, right? Because now SLPP in power right now. If SLPP go out and APC come back, what will happen? We go say, no, we prefer SLPP because they are elitist. Lie. We don't get no elitist party in that country. They are all thieves. They are all kleptos. Let us do away with them. Let me pause here.
Okay, Mata, we get 2 comments. Moses Coker say
for develop a national development plan, and Donald is say for make we scrap the PR system. Can you want respond to the one in there?
Well, me go on for talk on something else, but maybe Kelfala
Well, now we bring Kelfala for
to
response. Kelfala, you go
students.
respond to the two comment them about, say, for developing national plan for development and also for scrap the PR system.
Absolutely, yes. So yeah, but a national development plan. I mean, what do we need for stop? And some people they really need for wake up and begin push back at what you know they happen to them. This endless dispossession of Salone people there. From begin tell the one roadway link Mashaka to Freetown and turn and put four toll booths. Anybody who don't left Salone understand say what you get at Eastern, not to toll road down it. You know, even people are toll road. The toll road now a roadway get proper exit, it gets signs. If the toll road there around city or even if now remote place then it gets street lights. The way you get now from Wellington to Masaka, the only thing about toll road to you, not a toll road. We see the last APC government basically privatize the one way road will get. If they want to do toll road and bring a Chinese company come for do a toll road under the Belt and Road Initiative. Then before don't pass the roadway, a highway from Lumley to Masaka by the sea. Then for don't pass one up the hill. They don't do that. They take the one way road will get. And people, anybody will get any idea about public policy, say, a toll road now an alternative road. Not to, they go take the one way road where people let it pass. You go privatize and you say you don't get a toll road. No, go put a toll road, make them fast, and that make people in the petrol. Because if you use that, you likely go which side you go quick. And people will get chance if you they go western or east or any side, you don't want to go to map na traffic, now that small road will be get. Then you for don't go build a whole road and put toll lane. Or you go take with small road will get, you go put add another lane and claim saying a toll road, and go put some kind of load and then people they for how many years. So that's one. We still waiting and do with the electricity supply. Now this government is talking about for pull lights come out Ivory Coast. We basically take with National Power Authority and dismantle them and sell the rights for provide electricity to a talking ship. How do they make sense? And recently I understand the energy minister resigned, but again, we not get an anti-corruption commission. Now we stand on it. They're not serious but for first court. If they court pass the people away, then they go and claim say the only anti-corruption commission where only they go after poor teacher and school picking and with and spy. It don't make any sense. But this minister resigned. Why he resigned? They say why he resigned. In all the money because Salone people and they pay for electricity like how they pay for top up. You get for pay for them before you use them. So let's just say people are not paid and bill. They not get a lie for lie to people then. Or they not all the money then they spend how they want. Now then go the authorize from people then turn the city back, picking and the dying hospital. There's no accountability in all it. Nobody knows how we who writes the money or outside the money day. Right? And now they claim so somebody I even hear he wants SLPP supporter they say we for Gladdy because on the SLPP minister don't resign. No, we're not the Gladdy. The minister, if they why he resign, we need to know one why he resign, two, I need some money, then they need for go jail. You don't need for kicking, right? So we need to see any of them thing and then even risky for what we see what happened in the case of and again, I'll make it very, very clear. And everybody will me know personally in my life, not they advocate military coup, not they advocate them, not they support any unconstitutional removal of a government. If I don't agree with the government, I want to make we remove them at the ballot box. But I'll give an example with the situation Niger. After the coup happened, we almost say because of an arrangement with the way between the Nigerian and Nigerian government, because Nigeria now the closer to now the north of the river Niger, and then get an agreement way back when Nigeria decided say, well, before we go build a dam and block water supply to most of northern Nigeria. We they supply una electricity, we una go pay for the cow, una pay for if una be the supply on ourselves. Then get an agreement there when the coup happen in Niger where COAS no agree with, then go ahead and sanction Niger. Which happened, but 70-something% of the electricity in Niger they come from Nigeria. So Nigeria just turn off. People in Nigeria not been get lights for a long time to the extent that now the government in Nigeria don't decide say well then because Nigeria don't broke the agreement with them get. Then they go ahead now and construct a dam at the north of the river Niger. They not care what happen in Nigeria downstream to Nigeria downstream because they want to secure their country. Nobody not beach we, nobody not force we get all kind of water in our country. When they go take with electricity supply, they hand over a ship, which means just turn them back and left the shores of Salone and left people in darkness. Then they go ahead now and do the new hour they are in for say like the Kamara Ivory Coast. What's in Ivory Coast in terms of electricity generation. We know this alone. Why before they make, why before go take we, that in a national security issue, sir, for we, why would they take we electricity supply the under over the Ivory Coast of all places? What in do Salone? Right? So this constant dispossession of the people then, take and the airport, now another example. Okay, if we not able to build new airports, the arrangements for the new airport is very steady. For what take then can go they go do that kind of arrangement and they for 30 years, and not able to explain the people them. What in the actual arrangement look like? How much it cost people them? We don't know, but then they grab and take every trade at the small country, the country and sell them. The mostly for in interest, they're not get no interest in Salone, they don't care, then they make money, except we're not able to do anything for research. And it's very, very wrong. And I hope the Salone people then go develop the courage for begin question the people already make their decision and even for me then say one day then go answer for the decision and the way they make. Because if you two question belong to the country and sell constantly they sell them, then to people and we go just start any trade they don't put down at the country and walk away. We're not going to hold accountable, but una way we elect for on the country, well, una hopefully we will hold accountable for the decision and the. So regarding the PR system, of course, the PR system, we know say the when government change the rules in the middle of the game. We not the new PR system. The country relatively, or I not even want to say relatively, country peaceful. People and the go all star around Salone. We need for able to know who are the contest for parliament, and they need for make them case, and we need for vote for them directly. But the reason make them do this, one now because SLPP we want to make sure say whatever means, then win seats in a place where traditionally people consider as APC stronghold. And this they also dispossess people we not get no interest in APC and SLPP. We want to go on for parliament as an independent. You know, we will do that because they don't set up for benefit the party, the unit party duopoly for make the only people already in a parliament now APC or SLPP. Well, look with parliament today. The debates where they happen at the Salone parliament is shameful. Because 99% of the people already in our parliament not deserve for daily. They don't get no idea, they don't get no interest, they don't get no need for in our parliament, but because of the PR system, and this now still we need for change. Going forward, we don't need no PR system. Every candidate supposed to go now the constituency way one and win a seat. And make in case if people then vote for and vote for, we not a vote for party in a parliament. One vote for individual then based on the idea that if you happen for belong to a political party, fine. If you're not for belonging to a political party, not a problem, Nandi. Nobody know the rights for say you say for one, plus you wear green or wear red. No, they're very, very wrong. And I don't know the other I don't know what's in the other. I don't know if I don't answer the other question.
You been answer, I think you been get for do with national development plan. But one can't to Alan. Okay, quickly, can you respond to Alan?
Right. So yeah, national development plan again. And again, we need to begin figure out how with a part of the tension with the country they face now, because everything is very, very centralized, right? The central government gets 500 ministers then we don't know how side and come out or how they appoint them, or they get all part of the power in the country, then they go up and down and get big motorcar then. We get especially under this PR system now. If I see they go ahead and appoint anybody as a member of parliament for any constituency, they're not accountable to the people there. So I feel say a national development plan for go hand in hand with your effort for decentralized, put power to the people and then are the community then, provide oversight from the central government, make sure say people can do what they need for do, and they're not in corruption, not they in the order they implement project then at the local level, one man or the chief all the money. And if anybody do that, if we face the consequences of the law, now don't make we get law na Salone. Yeah, I agree. We need a national development plan. Way not to copy paste from the so-called manifesto way PC and SLPP get and just they copy from themselves. Not make any sense. We need something way to make sure say we know from one go 2, 3, 4, 5 years from now. But that's for go on and now with decentralization.
Okay, I think Karim and others can start that one day because we anticipate for see better Salone by the time we get 100 years of independence. So like they can start for the work on something, forget a plan. The political figures then go catch up later. But I want to come over to Alan. Alan, you hand it up. You welcome to the national conversation when an online symposium in town hall. You can come now for making contribution, Alan.
Okay, thank you very much, Madam Moderator. Una hearing me?
Yes, we hear you loud and clear.
All right. Thanks very much. I just want to say thanks to everybody who organized this program, and also thanks to the panelists for this timely conversation what we need forget, in the history of the country. And just second from this perspective quickly, this now we independence anniversary, of course, where we mark yesterday, not a celebration, where we mark yesterday, but making left for talk say this more or less not to independence again, it don't become an idea of dependence. Because if we look who's how we did 1961 to who's how we did today, we rely on external people, the external partners, and for do a lot of things and for we in the country. If they not come in for help, we not able to do them. If they not come in for guide, we not able to do them. So I think say the issue of independence, in fact, now a questionable something, whether we are actually independent. Maybe freedom, yes, then give we freedom, but are we independent? I think say that's not a whole different question. And then we look at what happened. The people that then give we independence, what them they do? The time we will not get independence yet. Then divide we now the country so that then go able to just as they do now the whole of Africa. Where then come, they meet Africa and have been one sort of one entity, but what then do? Cut them out into small pieces so that we not go be one people again at the continent and then he will overtake we. Would that the Germans and then get them the British and get them the Portuguese and get them just that kind of way. So I think say waiting with politicians and self do, then don't copy from waiting them colonialists here them do. When you come inside Salone, waiting they happen. Basically we get the APC and the SLPP. And mostly waiting with the area southeast, northwest. So then don't divide the country in such a way as one of the panelists we mentioned, so that they will have able to effectively control the people then at the region they are. So the SLPP don't control the south and the east. The APC don't control the north and the west. And they will always preach their narrative here for say, if we not vote for we not vote for them other one then, we not go suffer in the country. So with people themselves, then don't buy this idea. And I think say somebody mentioned about the mindset of the people. So this mind game now then don't actually play over the years. It just sounded when you get your picking a host. You they show one particular TV program every day it is same, every day it is same. Over the course of the years, that picking day in mind they become attuned to what it is see on that television screen. And if you not take time for discuss with the picking and everything, it will believe hook, line, and sinker everything what they see on that television screen. Now that same thing they don't do to we people them. They don't tune their mind in such a way for say, if you not vote for we, you go suffer. If you vote for that other party, then go make sure say you not get a good life. But at the end of the day, what we don't see over the years, no matter whether not APC or SLPP, now the same suffering all across the country. Today, go from Kailan, so till you reach McKinney, now the same amount, in fact, maybe small variation, but the rest back, the cost is very expensive for everybody, not to even most people able to afford for say them go buy one bag rest. So this idea of this division where they don't bring Canada with country, it don't really destroy the unity of the country. It don't make people then don't become so suspicious of each other that as Sierra then now, we don't begin suspect say, who that this person, who say you come on, then call your name, your last name, it ring a bell to some people then, it raise a red flag, So what thing we get for doing at the country for let we move forward? Because I see for say the moderator when they really push the panelists and for solutions as well. So what thing we get for doing at this Salone? One, I think say with constitution now a big baggage they carry. We get for change that constitution. The kind of power where the constitution give to the executive, and not say it is in the interest of the whole country. Because the executive, they control almost every other branch of government in that country. So we get for change that one day. The other thing we'll get for do, I think we'll get for find a way for make sure say politics becomes less rewarding in terms of financial gains, because somebody where they works on side, if they get $5,000 at the end of the month, if they left that work day for go take political office in Salone, you the one that say why that may happen. And all of a sudden, when they see say people then way they inside Salone, where they move from one aspect of work into politics, all of a sudden overnight we see for say they don't become people that way get wealth. then don't gain a lot. So we therefore find a way for make sure, say, politics not very attractive again when it comes to the aspect of finance. Because what's missing at the other parts of the world, public servants, not to the richest people then at the country. In fact, in many cases, they are not even rich because they are public servants. You know, when you want to become rich, you go to the private sector. Now, the money they, you open business or you join organization and then think that the way they pay them fabulous amount there. But once you're not a public servant, you're not a person where you're not going to be rich. It's hard for them you become rich, except if you people them you don't get money before you get them, or you don't get some other business before we don't do. But in the case of Salone, we see for say the easiest way for become rich now for just become a politician. So we get for fair ways and means for make sure say at the end of the day, politics not become something where is financially rewarding. And for just close, what thing we get for look at again is this. I think we definition of democracy now, Sierra Leone and maybe Africa generally. I think say different from waiting them other people now the new definition of democracy. Whether now the Greeks and Usai is that, or waiting Abraham Lincoln talk for young people, for the people, by the people, you know, and then kind of thing. But now Salone waiting we see, and maybe in some African countries, not just for some people, by some people, and of some people. Because at the end of the day, not to the whole nation the benefit at all. You just see for saying that just a small sector of the society that then they benefit from each party where it come into power. APC or SLPP, not just the same thing. So we get for change them kind of mentality then they and tell with people then say the benefit of the nation is better pass the benefit of any individual. Because at the end of the day, people then don't the way they not even afford money for going to hospital now. Then they die because money not there for them and even go buy the basic drugs and way then they get. How do we change that? Let we tell the people then say, when we all work for a better system, it will work for everybody efficiently. Nobody no go heaven immediately, but at least we go there at that level, they will not to hell with they. We get for make them difficult choices then they. And it just take the effort of like-minded people for come and convince we young people that for change their mindset about waiting at politics na Salone, waiting is supposed for do, waiting at the social contract. People then when they meet the social contract, will they still continue for support them, then go still continue for dehumanize the Sierra Leonean people then. So I will just stop there. Thanks very much again.
Thank you very much, Alan. I think that's not the last contribution from we attendance there. I can to Alpha for make a instead respond to that of the comments then where we don't get, and we will come now for can take 1 minute round up for multi panelists again. Yes, Alpha.
Yeah, thank you. The discussion is very interesting. I follow also the comments online on the channel. They see a lot of people and they actually comment. And I thank you for that. A lot of people actually, and right now we get over 1,000 and more where they watch on both channels. That's a good thing on We Are in TV Salone, on Facebook, on YouTube, and more. But yes, all the one that we don't risk points them. I think all we colleagues Sierra Leone and them, they all make some very good points. Moses, they talk about say the other country and our love for country first over party loyalty, which is very important. We always use all the how they work. For example, if I give myself an example because I work for government, this government I are as a communications and public affairs person in one of the government department. From where Biden declares say it will run for a second term. You understand? They don't tell we strictly say even if you have to do any write-up or any promotional event or whatever something for do with the presidency or the president, no use any of in photo where they do in campaign. What do I need to tell you? Go back to the archives, use pictures where maybe they use government, where maybe they do government activities or where they promote government activities, but no go use a photo where they campaign publicly. That will tell you, say, even if they in at the president, they run again, you are somebody who work for the government, you don't need force. Campaign for her openly, basically, because they're in campaign team. Salone, is that a case? You know, where the president they campaign, they see everybody, minister and a left-hand job, civil society, where professor they talk about and the whole and the bedrocks of the development of any country, the professionals, as Martha has been saying, who said they all they dance to the tune. All right. Then the Fred say because And at the same civil servant and they turn around. Any government where they can and they set up the minister there because they don't know the system. They're used to the system and know the system. And they make you fail. Then they continue for the day. Because at the same civil servant. So then I had today next tomorrow and send another ministry. That's a problem. Love for country over party loyalty in Salone is the opposite. So Moses in point. And he talk about something very important. We say more time for live to your level, your standard. This is key in everything in life. I imagine what I've been beginning me career as a community journalist, a community reporter. That's I've been do my first diploma at the work, my community radio. Na bicycle I be able to buy. Now they buy now they move with up and down for do me work. Because then a bicycle I able to buy. It reach a point I able to buy bike, and the time I able to buy bike, I begin ride bike. It reach a point I able to buy motor car. I able to buy motor car, I buy them. Then they work for BBC now. You know, level be on go up. Once I'm able to live to a level, the level where you there, make sure say you stay at that level there. You know what get problem. But look at the minister, they always can't take.
Well, I think that the rule about acquiring wealth not the other problem. And the other thing where I see, everybody just want genty. Nobody know how to walk through the ladder. You they see even women in their 20s, mid-20s, they want to compete with women in their 50s. Yeah. So like, it's crazy. You the politician want for acquire wealth like a business or a private person.
That's the thing. And so now this is not the problem. Man, I want to build 5 O's inside 1 year. You get 5-6 girlfriends. They all want to get the latest SUV all over the place. If person they able to drive Toyota, the lifespan of a Toyota car, a very good Toyota, they use them for over 20, 25 to 30 years. Why need to go get a brand new Mercedes? What not this Mercedes in name where president use Kargbo school? When I then celebrate they like Davido and other, that's the truth.
Celebrity president.
Yeah, then Davido, then they use and then celebrity musician, even then Rick Ross and then other big time celebrity. Why you need to get that kind of car Salone for go attend Oba? Well, if you get a Toyota car, they use them for 25, 30 years, a very good Toyota, they take a lot. So these are the things. Live to your level. Your country poor, you know, your country is one of the poorest in the world. Why need a brand new Mercedes Maybach, 2023, 2024? When you live to the level of your standard and take handle, all the ministers are the same. Sabi some ministers right now, where be the old BBC now, all they drink now Sport Road, sit down a bar. Some of them pass will be they give them lifts. Now they get them 4-5 Jeep, they get all over the place, they travel. But these are live to your level. When somebody talk about it, it's very important. What time I will live to your level? Why are they right now if I able to drive a Toyota car? Why I have to go look for SUV, BMW X5 or X6. These are the issues with people. Live to your level. That's very important. Don't I talk about, the things that we've been on they happen before the NPRCC, they see the mark they happen. And that's the thing. You talk about the bloated cabinet. A lot of people, even State House, most people in the Oakland State House, what then they do? Office of Strategic Communications in the State House. Then get over 200 to 300 people where they work in strategic communications. What's it then they do? You get people where they work as different side press attachés. What then they do? The government gets a PR agency in Washington, D.C., where some people and then at that PR agency and they work $500 to $600 an hour. What not their role for promote the Salone government abroad, for try for make sure say some of the reality where the people and they talk about let them counter, making $500 to $600 per hour. An hour. Imagine if you put that money there, you go pay, you go develop the system now, Salone. How you need to can hire a whole PR agency?
You improve one person money for 1 month, you improve a whole constituency healthcare system.
They tell you. So these are the issues. A lot of we not say Salone government will cash trap and we above the foreign partners and whatever. But some of them they all count. Why need for can spend millions of dollars now foreign PR agency for try for clean your image and counter the narrative? Why if we able to spend that money there? We look at journalists there like Martha, where they struggle even for internet for learning, they go live every day. These are the kind of things where they are. So these are very important. Alan talk about the way we rely on foreign partners and the divide and rule policy. Me, when I've been working at Salone, the good thing I work in every region, every district, from Kailaung, I work Kenema, I work Bo, I work Matrujong, Bont, even at present Bio in Tong, Tiung, I work Asabide. So I've been getting that kind of background, work, get friends, different side of the country. The divide and rule thing, and other issue. As you talk, oh, this na Kamara, now that one I make so, now Oba so come out, this and that. Now I make always a remind. What I've been working at Senegal, the Open Society Foundation. Like Lawrence Lima, we later on canton tyrant for people, tell people and kill people, and all of that. But look, it's ever end in with the system. The time when they say go broke the month na SLBC, they go fight for one discussion program. Take phone, he call me, I be in Senegal. Oh, this is advantage for we, this and that. Put on radio, West Africa Democracy Radio. I was editor and producer, interviewer, lash out the government, all the while, everything, talk. Later now, when they kind of power and begin use the military and the police for kill people, where some of who be the challenge, he come back and begin brand me and call me some kind of names. So these are the things about Salone. Even the leader, they're not honest. Because you know, a young man like me, and go give you small position no more as minister. Forget they get a long future wasted there ahead of you. Say all kind of reckless and nonsense statements and do all the things. But the bottom line is values and morals at me level. Before I compromise certain things and we go come back and haunt me tomorrow, I better stay quiet or silent or stay outside or then I'm dragging and they take care of my family. I'm okay. But these are the things about values. But the bottom line of all issues, the professor don't talk Lebbie don't talk and all, but everybody and even the contributors. I think Salone just need, people and way, even the national development plan where somebody talk about, or where even you raise. Like you an example, I'll be the work in Senegal. It's already open a new airport now, Jamngajo. It's like 1 hour outside of the capital, Dakar. So which means when you arrive now, Jamngajo, you get for drive like 1 hour for Dakar, the capital. Oh, it's far. But the plan was, and they get a railway system where you arrive at the capital, the railway, they take you and count you at the airport, at the capital city way faster. They may make like a 15-year development plan because then they continue the development plan. Now the president don't come out. This new president will don't come. They don't talk and say, for continue with that project because it was a sustainable, good project. Salone will get short-lived project. If APC make plan, development plan, no matter how good it is, when they come on power, other government can and they pull them all and say all of native man and not a good plan. Imagine what they want to talk about them, want make my mama and all of that and everything. Where this guy and pull all now their own development plan. 10 years on them, they don't come back na power. Other one can they say go say all this and they pull and bring them. These are the problems. So the development plan is not the hook because everybody will come. They want to insert saying land book or inside be more past the other. So these are the issues we make it go more cost.
Thank you, Alpha. We be one for we be one for just give them 1 minute for respond. But I think we only get one woman we don't say the easy hand for talk. Fatima. Sure. So I wonder we give Fatima the opportunity and then we come for close. Yes, Fatima, if you get to, you can come up now and make your contribution. Hello, Fatima. He asked this now if he can raise his hand. He say, can I raise my hand? That's not Fatima. So Fatima, if you want, you can make a contribution as we try for wrap up.
You see the hand up. So I feel say we're really now.
Hello, not to Fatima. When I be picking, can use me iMac now.
Oh, this is the man Fatima.
Okay, brother Fatima.
Okay. Yeah.
So you don't have
majority of we politicians and are bad people. And what I will say again, good people left politics, give the bad one. Whether you like it or not, it's not the case standing. Because when you think about some of the good names, they are in Sierra Leone. Now I just name like few, like Lara Taylor Pierce, Senge, but they all do well in their respective field. Then other one, they plenty than they. But the reason is, if you convince someone they for coming to politics, they're not good one. The few the way they form the third party, where I believe is not a solution to a problem. Now that frustrated one would not left SLPP, one punish them, or another one would not left APC, one punish them. That's why they happen, they make all they succeed. But I tell you, if you get sober-minded Sierra Leoneans, then where people know, people of integrity, come together, this is the best chance to make them form a third force. We're going to make them two-party regrets forever. But they're not good one. Then just keep aside the name and say, oh, I want to be a professional individual. And that not going to solve Sierra Leone problem. You know, until and unless then good hearts then they convince themselves and join the stream of politicians them. Now the only way that they are feeling so able for change something that the country. Thank you.
Thank you very much. So now one for wrap up. We give Professor 1 minute.
Okay,
Professor,
Ibrahim,
1 minute.
No, just get 1 minute. Ibrahim Hanan. He just joined me late, but look, get 1 minute.
Yeah, thank you so much to the panelists, and we appreciate all the contribution, all that don't give, and at the right side with the time for go. But me, I'll make them very short. You know, with him, me my own point why the time for say, even now, we abandon APC and SLPP. Who that get for coming? So whose party will for coming will be the main force? At the same APC and SLPP for kind of party that they can form a party. You understand? So that the same thing therefore go through. Wait till the time for explain here. Look, APC will get Victor Fo, we get Alpha Kanda, and all be that APC. Where SLPP come, they just cross carpet and straight away, then go back. So now so I get for therefore cross back and come back. So me wait me one for what we have to talk about. Would they make sure SLPP they look good? If we always talk about APC. Don't forget about APC now. It's too much to talk about APC. Anything we compare both party, no. We're not just to ourselves. Let's concentrate on one. Let's say SLPP in power because of the bad government of the APC. Now make we count SLPP. So they expect them for they don't do good. Now they for tax. Now they for the chalkboard. I'll give you an example again. When this corona become now America Day, when Donald Trump be the type to make the vaccine or whatever, where Joe Biden come and not begin talk box for it just can't continue the vaccine and push away and continue for do what other possible don't do a continuum. So if we go for the acts responsibility, let's talk about the what we did now. If we continue to put pressure on the what we did now, we will build a better country. But for the always they talk about the past, it will give opportunity for the SFP the back of the talk table, who's bad or they're bad. So the continue for the do and they no be just to yourself. I they talk more out of experience. Now we already now so we great grandpa them. No be go school. Before, Salone not be even hear about one post when we get masters. Now first degree they get. Now we get double master. All my will talk to them. Most of our doctors them. When I can't push what we pay no be get. Now push before and let will be so. So let we talk about what happen. More development countries where they happen. Dubai. I remember one my friend. He said 30 something as we go Dubai. Now be gas. Now be sansan. But the way come there, he push them before. Not look about the past too much. Income push do the tax waiting for do. So let's make sure say low the tax the present government waiting they do it bad. We try for strengthening them. But if we compare all the time, we don't give them scope for let's talk say who can do. Then me point out for let we change mentality. Let the tax the post where they right now. Because if we so no bill, we not for bill, it will be problem. Lord make sure say we come and bill. We come and tax the what we do right now. Because matter be when I can make the thing can expose too much. It can make a complete as you call the name so not saying as suicide come out. Now you can cause and the do that a day. So thank you so much for the 1 minute you give me. I hope we talk about the post wedding now, low tax and more than the previous one.
Okay.
We'll go before
and the conversation will continue next weekend back, so more people will get more contributions as well.
Okay, so Karim, now let we round up with the panelists then quick. We want to give them one minute. Professor, we want for round up because next week again we want for continue.
Anan.
Yes. Sembe Pierre, yes, we get you.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, it go nice to with the short tonight. Now an hour every week we go think about Dandy and we try to strategize.
We go discuss a partnership between the two channels.
Okay, that would be great. That would be great for get partnership.
Yeah, so we'll see how we're able to continue.
With yeah.
But Martha, somebody be on the put your hand up. One James.
Okay, well, look, allow James.
Okay, James, quickly.
James, yes.
Yes.
Thank you. Plenty one. I so appreciate. Now, me first tell this for participate panel forum there.
Glad you Saloma, you will do
yes, I'm in Italy right now, and so I so appreciate Una and the channel we had. You know, like what my brother they talk, Anan. Let we talk about the present government. Honestly, we know say the past government gets a lot of pitfalls where a lot of people they talk about them. But waiting for me, I believe say development not a one term. If you say you compete, like when but Anan make an example about if you papa the no bill, you know mean say who not for bill. So if you meet you papa bill small house, you guy will make something much more better. So if the governance system, like when they talk about a blueprint for the way for everybody for can follow, and this government completely deviate from every blueprint way Chijan Kaba, Dr. Adesbai Komadu, then deviate completely. And so now we talk about them, please. If next week, let we find a way for understand, let themselves know, say, we know how them pass for divide this country. Because, like, we would not be know the difference between Mende and Timni. Me not Timni. But I studied McKinney Teachers College in the 90s. We be a land Timne. My friend na Mende, Tanu Disware. Na Mende, it get 60-something% per Timne, whilst me they get 80-90. Yeah, because me are born Timne. So in other words, we not be get that kind consciousness, that a tribal consciousness, until when this then guy there come. And they're so provocative. These guys are so annoying. Everything that they say, everything that they do, they push people there. That they really push. We thank God that Sierra Leoneans, we really resilient. We really strong and we really like the country.
We don't find out something. We don't want resilience again.
I'm not like resilient. My
brother, let's tell you something. If Salome, if the Sierra Leoneans are not been like the country, everything them guys they are don't sit down na radio station, they're making them post them. It is very provocative. Especially that chief minister, how they call that guy who together, he gets some provocative things there. Sometimes he go post something and they look at that thing and is this somebody representing thousands of people that they die with hunger? Plus, you see that man go old board. He just the old board on Facebook. He make one statement. It's provocative. So we have to appreciate the people of Sierra Leone, the resilience way that they show, really. Me say even imagine if I was there. What if how many life for the day? Then tell they are. It's so difficult. Okay. So I want to tell me brother plenty thank you, Alpha Kamara. You understand? Thank you. Thank you very much for giving me the opportunity.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, James, for your contribution. Yeah. So now we want for round up. I give Professor 1 minute, Alpha 1 minute, and also Lebbie 1 minute. I start with Professor.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
At the time, Professor, right now.
No, before not time me, please, I give you 3 minutes each.
Professor, give 1 minute.
Please.
No. Well, let we meet up in 2 minutes, sir.
Okay, 2 minutes. Okay, 2 minutes. Okay, 2 minutes. Okay, 2 minutes. Start to count. La begin usai my brother Alan stop. We talk about government is continuity. We announce can take over, right? And this is what has been happening in many other parts of the world, right? A particular government starts a project, and then in the next government they come, then continue with that project there, right? And this has not been happening in Sierra Leone. Anytime you get a new government, then they come and change everything and bring in their own system, and the system not work. Now, in terms of my conclusion, I want to conclude. I conclude like this. We like Salone. We want Salone for better. Both una with the Salone, we with it at the diaspora, we do we level best for ensure that we country become the best at the world and we continue at the best. We get everything, but we blame both APC and SLPP at the same time. They are both responsible for what is happening. Right now, we don't get an opposition because the opposition is part of the executive. Then get combine for the June 24 elections. Now, I mean, they made a PR system. Then combine, they agree because they don't get an agreement in a 10 year. So they no shape. Now, so APC and SLPP. Now, then they govern. Not as a governing party and opposition party. No, then they govern as executive. And then they disagree. Then they agree in all what they do. Now, we need a constitutional review for, let we get not only a reduction of the powers of the executive, especially the president, but also for we get checks and balances, that we get an effective judiciary system, we get an effective legislative arm. We also need a responsible citizenry. Then I go talk. We all need to be responsible in the sense that we for vote SLPP and APC out of governance. Anytime now we'll go for get an election, right? Credible elections, that is, right? We need to vote them out of power, right? Credible elections, not the cohesion what we get in last year, not that. We also need for fix for fixed economic system wherein, for example, we resources for benefit the people, right? And when we say we resources, we mean the extraction of mineral resources in Sierra Leone for benefit with people. We were also able to feed we not to that a kind program where Madabiogiwi in 2023 say feed Sierra Leone. There is nothing happening there. We need every district forget a state farm. Every region forgets a way for produce, waiting the community they eat, and so that we go able to feed itself.
I think say the professor.
Professor, the 2 minutes already done, sir.
Oh my God. Well, we need a continuity.
We will continue.
We will continue until now we decide on waiting for the do every week. So I will come over to Lebbie. You said 1 minute, but Professor I mean big. So Lebbie, we will give you 1 minute.
I will try. Look, I quoting Professor Saidu did say it now. Look, I not get choice but for push back at the people that really say we know for Kargbo APC then failure. Keep in mind, the government not to the president in party no more. APC are part of the government, are the only opposition party in the parliament. They are part of the government today as I talk to you. So APC in our government and they're equally complicit for all the carnage and disaster we don't see in Salone. And also, we got an experience with an APC government. They didn't have power before President Bio take over. Then I'll be a massive failure. I think the only thing we equal on past then, now we see so today under this APC government. So they're all, we for talk about them continuously. And nobody know for talk about the one way they now or the one way they, no. APC SLPP now failed to achieve them. And me go one for one, go always stop that. Me ending statements, and I just declare on call to we all. Salone people then speak up, not make anybody intimidate you, speak your mind. If you you get right for you need threaten anybody, you know they promise anybody harm. Don't talk what you see. Talk about the failure the way they say around you and not make somebody shut you up. The other thing is send people away like-minded. Like we always get here today. Now we send ourselves and engage and see what we want to do. Right, so not just get your opinions and keep on to yourself or they feel a certain way. No, we for begin make effort for 6 people already think like we, and try for come together and see which small thing they will be able to do. We go change with society society as a whole. Even starting with our own small community that also women and also will come out. You never know, but yeah, not continue for not left for talk. Continue for talk. And also find people that really think like you and engage them. Right.
Okay. Thank you very much. So Alpha, one come to you quick. If you notice my background don't begin dark because lights not there. There. This phone where they use a charger yesterday now put them off. So today I not go miss out. Alpha, over to you.
Thank you, Martha, and thank you to everybody. I think this is very
no, but me area no get lights. Me area no get lights. Me area no get. You see me background don't begin for dark.
Sorry about that. Thank you. This is an interesting conversation. I want to say thank you to we all and the panelists. And me on point the way I go end up with to say one, I think so the country and we all need to come together for make we build strong institutions. All country the way all survive and we vibrant, the institutions are strong. Senegal, where the president want change the constitution, say, or he want push the election to 11 months. Yeah, even announce and say they postpone the election to 11 months because of strong institutions. Inside in less than 1 month. A reversal decision day, they make the election, the next month. So that it tells you when they get strong institutions in our country, it go able anything where the president want to do. No matter how powerful, you're not going able to succeed. So if we build strong institutions, whether not this president now, this party, or the next party, or the next government, the next president, when we get strong institutions, we're able to hold the leaders them accountable. I think say Salone, I make I say the state capture, how for able fet them, if I make we get strong institutions. Strong institutions, people are able to speak up or stand up for something, or you can for them for anything. All right. And finally, very important, you will hold leadership position. If you be careful, the statement where they make to the public, to the world, and to everybody. It's very important. All right. Sit down and sit your butts down or sit your waist down. Not all the same, right? The current people out in our governance, they don't make a lot of statements from the time kind of power to now. We don't lead to a lot of issues in our country. I mean, if you read a lot of human rights reports, and some people even therefore pursue them for their statement. Remember, Charles Taylor, one point biggest issue he get the criminal the justice or the International Criminal Court. Now we say Salone will take the bitterness of war. So me just want to advise, if you hold position of power, be careful. From the president calling the opposition people as terrorists, to Lima saying that they crush the people, to a lot of people that don't make all kind of statements, we don't lead to a lot of things. So do if you hold leadership position, and not to everybody they talk on behalf of government. Public speaking, some of who do communications and media to a higher level, we know how it sounds like. Before you talk in a public as a public official, be careful. And lastly, you wait tot egg. You don't make plaba. Because if you make plaba, that plaba they go far, the egg go eat tot, go boss. So I think say if we go back to anything in a way, we make sure to preach peace and national cohesion, especially you want to be in authority now for take the lead. So the opposition said, oh, there's no option and go follow. Thank you, and I hand over to you, Martha. And I think
thank you very much, Alpha. In name Alpha Kamara and journalist and communication specialist we based na Washington DC. We also get Kelfala Lebbie, we na international development professional, and Professor Saidu Bangura, we na assistant professor at the University of Cape Verde. You've been the watch online the Salone at 63 conversation. We today on topic number 63 years after independence, practical solution for better Salone, solution on better democracy and governance, solution on better economy, and solution for peaceful and United States. Now the Salone at 60 team bring this conversation to you, and you watch on Weird online, that na Facebook and YouTube, and also TV Salone. We go work on waiting we get for the camp every Sunday, the topics and the timing, and as well as the guests, and give you notice. We say thank you to you, and at the hand over back to Karim. And before I hand over, make a member your name na Kargbo. Karim, back to you.
Thank you very much, all for come. I think Semo just end we'll tell the panelists and thank you, and we go come back with more conversations. We now get good partnership with other channels, and hopefully we'll get more coverage. Thank you very much. Thank you all of you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye to everyone. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Martha.
And thank you all. Thank you. Yeah, thank you all for your participation.
All right, thanks. Bye.
Yo, what's up, people are by the name Camouflage, Borderlines, you are there for share very good news with you, of course. Definitely, Denim Revolution, the present zona, Jeans Party on the 3rd and 4th of May, now Belgium, Brussels to be specific, for just 150 euro, food and drink of your choice. You know, any part to sign at Europe, of course, if you Spain, Italy, you know, Germany, England, any side, now Europe, where they make sure you be part of this historic nights, definitely on the 3rd and 4th of May, Denim Revolution, present zona, Jeans Party for just 150 euro, food and drink.